Welcome to Diaspora Connect. My name is Wanda. Another beautiful day on the continent of Africa. I am walking today to the cafe that I always go to the grocery store area where I always go to use the internet. So I am walking today to that place, the cafe. I'm sorry if I'm smacking in your ear, but a brother just walked past and he had peanuts, and they're fresh hot peanuts, and I got some, so I'm smacking in your ear, so I do apologize. And I'm showing a nature walk today versus you seeing me. I'm just showing nature, not myself. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I'm just walking to the cafe, and I was trying to get a boat or a motorcycle ride, but nobody was available for me. Everybody was all busy today because today is Sunday. It's a busy day for the boater drivers and the Bajajis and the Ubers because this is the weekend, and they're really busy on the weekends. So nobody was available to give me a ride today. So I decided to walk. And so I am walking to the local cafe today. And this is my view as I'm walking. This building has not been completed. They were working on it, but they stopped. Yeah, I heard that all construction had stopped when Megafuli got in here. He kind of stopped a lot of foreigner stuff, which is a lot of vacant buildings and stuff that are not completely built. But this is like my area where I live in, and it's a quaint, quiet, nice area. It's very local. It's a very local area, and this is why I like it, because it's local. And the thing is, most of the people in the area are like, most of the people that live in the area, I think, are like middle to upper class people. So that's another reason I like the area, because you see houses like this. Well, I think, yes, a house, but I think they rent out different, different like rooms or different hotels on that property. It's a big building with a lot of different hotels in it. So it's a lot of houses with a lot of different rooms that they rent out. So this area is a really good area to look for when you're trying to find a place. It's pretty secure in this area. That's another reason why I like it. I haven't had any issues with crime or anything. There are like 3 or 4 layers of security in these areas. So I kind of like being in areas like that, where when I say 3 or 4 levels of security, you have the bars in the windows, you have a live person, human being that's 24-hour security, so they're not like sleep at night while you're awake, and they're awake at night while you sleep. They lock the gate and everything, so you can't really get in unless you know someone. The gate is locked. So I kind of like it. I feel safe. I've been here since February. My lease is up in November. I will possibly be moving, but I'm not sure yet. I'll figure it out. But I may be moving to another area. I like this area, so I'll see if I can find another place in this area. We'll see. It's all up to the Most High, however he do it, however he works it out. But yeah, so I just wanted to walk and talk with you today, not necessarily showing myself. I'm gonna do a live when I get to the cafe. Now, if it's not too noisy and it's not too loud, I'll do a live. But sometimes when I get there, you guys know what happens when I try to do my live. When I try to do my lives, people start crowding around me, and when they see I'm doing live, when they see my computer on, then people start sitting close to me listening, and then kids start getting loud, and it's always like that. I don't know why. I think the camera or the computer attracts when they see you like live, when they see you doing a video or whatever, it attracts attention. And so, especially if you're talking and nobody's there, they know you're doing like a video. I'm gonna wait for this car to go by. So yeah, this is just my neighborhood. I'm just walking in my neighborhood. So yeah. So yeah, I'm just walking down this alleyway here to my destination. And this is the big yellow house over here, close to where I live. When people come to my house, I always say, you see the big yellow house? Where the big yellow house is, turn. So that's a landmark for me, this big yellow house. You don't have a lot of houses with yellow like that, so I'm gonna stop for a second and let this car go by. And so, yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, so I'm just doing this video right now so you can see my path to the cafe as I'm walking. This is chickens and roosters walking everywhere in my neighborhood. So yeah, this is a nice peaceful neighborhood. So yeah, just doing this video. So yeah, just walking and talking and giving you a view of my commute today. Yeah, another beautiful day on the continent of Africa, Ceylon, Tanzania, and I'm just walking and talking. So I'm gonna stop for a second and let the cars go by. And you can see the beauty. There are cars, so I'm just stopping to let them go by. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So a lot of people like to see the nature. Look at that tree. Those trees are like humongous, massive. So a lot of people like to see like the trees, the ground, just the scenery, the nature. Instead of always seeing me sitting in front of a computer running my mouth, I wanted to do this video for you. Also, I wanted to talk about some security precautions too, because I've seen some videos where people, especially in the Gambia, have been like robbed. So I wanted to give some tips or pointers on security. And yeah, security. So that's a nice place over there. Yeah, so some security pointers is if you decide to come visit or repatriate anywhere to the continent of Africa, I would recommend that you, if you look for a place to live, look for a place, if you can help it, in a middle class area, if you can, because I know it's hard to tell, but look around at the security on the homes in the areas you live in. If you see high fences like in front of me, you see barbed wire fences above the cement compound wall, those areas are pretty secure. Like this in front of me, you have that. You have the gate to get in there, and then above the gate you see the wall, the cement wall. So you have the barbed wire fence above, so it's not as easy to break in those type of places. And also you would have a security person, a real life person. So there's another place over there across the way, as you can see. It has the gate, and then it has the security barbed wire, 3-4 barbed wires above it, and then you probably have a human being that mans the gate too. So that's a 3-level security place. So if you look for those 3 levels, that's probably pretty safe in terms of you know, not being there or sleeping and somebody's coming in on you, because I've seen some of the videos and it's really sad that you work so hard to purchase your stuff and come here and you sell everything you have to come here, and then people take, you get your stuff stolen or something's taken from you. It's just a horrible violation of your privacy, your rights, etc. So I would recommend that you keep all those things in consideration when you come here. It's very important that you also, if you have a place that you are staying in, I would recommend that you not keep your electrical devices or your electronic devices in another room. Keep them in the room that you sleep in, that you reside in, that you're in the room that you're actually in. Like, sleep with your items, like by your bed. You keep your computer, you keep your everything. Keep that beside you. I would recommend you do that, because, and I am at the store. This is the store that I am at, that I walk to. So I'm here, my destination, but just wanted to tell you to try to keep your devices close to where you are at all times. I'm in the shopping center, but it's best to do that. Sleep with them in the same room that you sleep in is what I do. So sleep with your devices in the same room that you're in is a good idea. Also, and I'm going to stop for a second. And also, I would recommend you try to, I would recommend that you try to blend in if you can. Let's see. Yeah, I would recommend that you try to blend in terms of your appearance. If you are out and about, I would say try to assimilate. It's very important. It's not that you lose. I'm not expecting you to lose your culture or lose who you are, but keep in mind that you're in a foreign country and you don't want to stand out as a target or as a foreigner so much in that you go someplace and everybody's like watching you, and then when you go home from the store, people are watching you. They know where you live, they know what you have, and then a lot of people do videos and show a lot of the items in their homes. So that's another thing that's probably not the best idea, is when you do videos showing everything you have in your house. I mean, I know I did a house tour, but try not to always show everything, because people can look at these videos and they can tell exactly your setup of your home, especially if they are here, and they can tell, they can figure out like where you live, or they can watch you and they can see your items in the house where you set them. So it's always best to keep those things in mind, especially when you do videos like this. You got to keep some level of security going with your personal belongings. So yeah, but this is the Shoppers Plaza that I always walk to. So it's not far from where I live, and I just walked. I showed you, but I wanted to talk about that, the security aspect of it. Also, when you're out in public, be careful with the videos and the cameras and all that stuff out where someone can snatch it from you. I just did this because I was walking and it wasn't that busy, not that many people. As I'm walking, I'm constantly looking around me, looking behind me. And then also, what else? Try not to dress too flashy. Try not to wear too much jewelry. Try not to be like draw attention to yourself. Try to be kind of blend in, kind of dress down. All the gold rings and chains and all this different stuff, which I don't see a lot of, but I'm just saying, try to your diamonds and all that, try to keep that under wraps, keep that down. Because a lot of times when people break in people's houses and rob them, it's somebody that knows them, or it's somebody that's been in their home, or someone that knows the setup, because they know exactly where to go to get your stuff. So if you, for example, hid your stuff at night, like you put all your devices in a closet or somewhere under the bed or somewhere nobody knows and they wouldn't know where to get it. It has to be somebody that knows exactly where you keep your stuff, knows what you have. So they target in certain things. They don't take everything, they take certain things. So I would recommend you do that. These are a few security tips or safety tips in traveling the continent and actually traveling anywhere, because some places in the U.S. and Europe and different places where you still have to do the same thing. I know I do. So there's certain areas that you probably shouldn't even go into in those big inner cities. So it's the same with here on the continent. There's a lot of poverty. So you have to keep that in mind when you having these computers and phones and all these hard drives and cameras and all this stuff. You can become a target, and you can be kind of like, they can kind of, you stand out a lot as a foreigner, because some of the things we do, they know that we're not local. For example, when we see the herds go by, and we get excited and we start filming or videotaping the herds, they know that we're foreigners because we're the only ones that do stuff like that. We start filming the herds and all that good stuff. So they know that we're foreigners. So just be careful with those things. You don't want to stand out as a foreigner. So I'm about to cross this street right now, and so I will do another video soon. I just wanted to do that quick video, do a quick security issue with you, just to make sure that you recognize that we're on the continent, and you have to be careful with your personal belongings and how you move here. Just have to be cautious and careful, and even in the U.S. as well. It's not just here, but it's a good idea to start, because my heart breaks when I hear the stories of all the diaspora that sell everything to come here and then they get robbed. It's just really sad, because it's like we are down, a lot of us are down to the wire with our monies and finances, and we don't have a lot because we spent a lot coming on tickets and then getting a place, paying for 3 to 6 months, and then buying furniture and buying computers. All this stuff is hard to replace when you don't have money, and a lot of times it's people's lifeline. So it's very important to guard your items. It's just very important. Safeguard your items. So I'm at this little cafe. I'm debating if I want to do it live because it's quiet right now, but a lot of times it's quiet, and then when I start doing a live, people start like coming close to me and listening and all that good stuff, which I don't really have anything to hide. But so I just wanted to say that please take precautions and be careful as you move around the continent, and that's in every African country. Be aware of your surroundings, blend in if you can. I know a lot of people say, I don't want to lose myself, and I don't want to have to adjust, but you do sometimes. I mean, for me, a lot of people don't even know that I'm not a Tanzanian unless I speak, and I make it an effort or point to try to blend in, because I travel alone a lot, and I don't want to be a target. I don't want to be overcharged constantly. I don't want someone to follow me or think that I'm a soft target, which I probably am, because it's just me, but I try to do everything I can to avoid attraction to me. Like, I don't really go places at night like I used to. I'm usually inside before dark. It seems like more crime happens at night in the wee hours, so I try to be home. And then I do, even at home, I make sure I lock all the doors. I check them, even though I have the 3-level layer of security. I check all the doors, windows, make sure everything is locked. And even sometimes I leave the windows open, but I have bars, and my bars are on the inside, not on the outside. So, so it's just best to take precautions, and it's touched my heart, and it just hurt me to hear about people getting robbed, and especially I just can't imagine something will happen like that for me, because I don't have the money to replace all. I don't have a lot. I have a computer and my phone and stuff, but I don't have money to replace these items, and a lot of the items we use to make money. I mean, because a lot of work we do is remote, it's online, so we use these devices to make money with, and or to communicate with, and when we lose them, and when they when we don't have them, it's like our lifeline. So it's very, very important and serious. The good thing is we do have communities in different places on the continent. Um, we do have communities and places on the continent, so it's a good thing. So if something were to happen like that, then if something were to happen like that, we could be okay. We would be okay with being taken care of. We could go to each other, we could go to one another, and we could, call out to each other for help or advice or assistance or whatever. So that's a good thing that we do have different communities that we have here to go to. I mean, we may beef with one another. We may not be able to do business together sometimes. When I say beef, we may not always get along or see eye to eye in terms of doing business, but if it gets to a point where we really need one another, we are definitely there for one another. So this is something that's really good. So that's another inspiration for me in Diaspora Connect, to create an environment or a place where we could have a place to come in case of emergencies or things like this happen, when people get robbed and different things. They'll have a place to come to stay. We can group together and help one another. So that's the purpose of the Diaspora Connect. It's branching out of the issues that I see being here on the continent, and I'm just one person. I can't do it all. I'm sure other people are working on doing things also, but this is just something that is dear to my heart, and helping our people when things happen and disasters happen, because the fact of the matter is we're foreigners in this land right now, and we have to have something set up for us. Even if the government doesn't do it, we have to have something set up to help us, to accommodate us when things like this occur. Of course, we have no friends, and we can't depend on the U.S. Embassy or anybody to look out for us or take care of us or come to our rescue. We already know that, so we have to look to each other, one another, when things like that occur. People get robbed or hurt or whatever the case might be. Yeah, so I wanted to do this video. It's pretty long, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to name it. But I will see if I can do a live, and I'll get back with you. Okay. All right. Well, thank you to all of my faithful subscribers. Thank you to the new subscribers. Please, please, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have not done so, please like, share, and subscribe. I always say like because that gets more of the videos in circulation for others to see. So please like. My subscriptions are going up. I think I'm at like 750, so I'm excited. I'm almost at 800, and then 1,000 is my goal, you guys, so I can get monetized. So please share the video with others that you think are interested in repatriating to Tanzania or visiting. I try to provide helpful content or information for you. Being here is all from my personal perspective, and what I actually personally experienced. I can't speak on what other people said this and other people said that. I'm just going by how it worked for me. A lot of times I talk to people and I tell them my experience, and they say, well, I wasn't told that. Well, I tell them, I've been here a year and 3 weeks, and so I know a little something. I don't know everything, but yeah, so that's that for that. I will do a live if I can, and then I will connect with you soon. Okay, take care. Kwaheri, goodbye, talk to you soon.